There, this is Dr. Virender Kumar Chaudhary, and I am famous on Google by the name Pandit Fakir Yogi Virender Yogi. In this video, I'll let you know the power of unity, the power of integration, cooperation with the people who have symmetrical and balanced mind, what you call they are wise people. There is a story in Hindi. There was a farmer, he has 4 sons. They were all fighting, always beating, hitting, abusing, insulting. The house was just a cemetery place where there was no peace, no happiness, no joy. Always it was shouts, abuse, insults. The farmer was at the verge of death. He started thinking how to really prevent such kind of stupidity. So he really got some bundles of sticks and tied together and called all his 4 idiot sons and suggested them to break the bundles. Somehow they have some respect for the old father because he was at the verge of death. They never obeyed their parents, but as the man was to die, so these fools at least obliged him, but none of the idiot can break the bundles. Then he suggested, open the tie, make them separate, and then break it. Instantly, they cut the bonds, cut the rope, and they started breaking. Within no time, they broke every sticks. And then he told them the story of unity, strength, when you are together. The people could realize, the students, the sons, the stupids could learn that unity is the real force. Any nation, take the example of Hitler, united the all German together, and that's why he waged the war against the world. Even Alexander, when the support of all his soldiers, he could conquer almost all the world. But when the soldiers refused to fight, Alexander had to surrender. What I mean through this story, cooperation, the power of unity is really your strength. Now let's come to the microscopic level. There are a lot of families where the idiots, members of the family, they fight, particularly wife and husband, just for no reason. They make the house a battlefield, hitting, beating, kicking, abusing, insulting, splitting, divorcing. And children also learn from the parents what they are doing. And you know, I have seen some of the families, they are split, they are miserable, they don't have peace of mind. So many commit suicide, or sometimes even the wife is killing the husbands in India, I tell you, my friends. This is definitely the root of all evils, that the ignorance, stupidity. I know some of the people, they break the bonds which should not be broken. Some of the great people I know personally, I give you very open example. Ganapati Venkat Krishna Reddy, whom people know as GVK. He has been my close friend for last so many decades. We played tennis together. There was no symmetry in our balance of estate. The richest man, I am just an ordinary employee of NMDC, but the bonding was great. Suddenly, Krishnamraju, one of the black sheep of the society, a great thief, a robber and cheat, he poisoned his ear and he really instantly broke the relationship. Now there is no relationship between GVK Reddy and this Pandit Fakir Yogi Virender Yogi. You see, being such a great man also, he becomes so degenerate. He thinks he has done a great work. He is almost reaching 100. How many years he will live? But he lost his wisdom and intelligence. Anybody can fall victim if you do not think. And if you allow somebody to poison your ear, friends. I tell you my own example. Some of the time, my daughter Vishnu Vises and my wife Dr. Vandana, whom I helped them to tour all over the world, play tennis, but they lost the wisdom, the intelligence, the bonds. When I retired, I was hopeless, homeless, helpless. I started exploring the possibility to start some business. I went to the Google and found some Ultratech agents. I gave them 10 lakh rupees. They were to give distributionship because my wife and daughter, they used to send every penny which I got after selling my land. It was on the name of my daughter, Vishesh. Later on, when I requested Vishesh to talk to the person, she discovered he was a fraud. You see, if my daughter has been very careful right from the beginning, she could detect in no time that this man was a fraud. You see, here is the lack of harmony, unity and bonds. Another case came because I wanted to be a true servant of the society. I wanted to set up some hospital. So I went to the site and found somebody who was to invest in hospital. Again, he looted some of the lakhs of rupees. Ultimately, it proved to be fraud. You see, again, my daughter and wife could be cooperating, coordinating, verifying. I could have saved some 20 lakh of rupees. You see, I lost because it was a land sold money. Learn lessons. Be united. Your life is short. Learn from the farmer's story. Learn from my personal story. And if you're a fool, go to hell. Fight, beat, kill, live the life of a miserable person. What can I do? Being a motivational director of the universe, it's my responsibility to narrate the story of real happenings, the bottom line. Suffering, sorrow, grief and pain, and all these kind of misunderstanding comes because of ignorant behavior. You really create a story which is not real. And then you start dividing your house, and then you ruin everything. Thank you.